There is no path to presidency for Atiku Abubakar.
I beg to differ with you, but let's leave that. Give us their soul.
Again, let's emphasize, it is a free and fair election that's not monetized. Peter Obi, any day will win.
I think you don't know Nigeria.
Tell me about Nigeria.
There is no part of the north that Atiku will not get 25%.
Hello guys, welcome back to Chaka Film. There's this video I want us to talk about. That's the video of Dele Momodu regarding the interview he did with Oseni Erufai, where he said a lot of things, even to a baby will be like, what is this grown-up man saying? So in this interview, Oseni basically threw it to Dele Momodu and said that Atiku has no clear path to victory in this 2027 general election. I think that triggered Dele Momodu to say something like Peter Obi will be the one that will lose most in this election, and Atiku has a clear path to victory. So without not wasting you guys' time, for those of you, I will play the video very soon. For those of you who have watched it, please exercise patience with us so that those who haven't watched it will follow along with us. So before I play the video, please guys, if you are new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button, click on the bell icon so that whenever I drop any latest update, you will be notified. Thank you very much.
The Northern Star. That's what's going to happen.
So that's your path.
So wait. Okay. So as usual, our brother Peter will dominate the southeast, but that will not spell danger for Tinubu, because Tinubu is supposed to lock down at least 3 regions before going to struggle in the north. Those 3 regions are southeast, south-south, and southwest. With Peter on the ballot, Tinubu will have to struggle. The city boys are going to find it very difficult to make any appreciable inroad into the southeast. In the south-south, they are all going to split it. Maybe Peter will have an edge. I'll give that to him. He might get 30, 40%, then the others might get 25, thereabout. That is my projection. Then in the southwest, Atiku will probably come second to Tinubu, while Peter will come third. It's over.
So with this path you just mapped out, how many states do you think it will take?
Now who will take?
Atiku will take.
If it takes majority of the north, as I predicted and projected, and is able to compete favorably down south, it's over for Tinubu and Peter.
That's about a 15-state mark?
No, more than. Oh, no. He will get minimum 25, 26.
26 states?
Yes, all he needs is 25% in those states, and then overall majority.
How many states do you think he will win with this projection, this mapping?
No, when you say win, what he needs to win is first to do 25%, which is mandatory.
Yeah, so after winning that...
So after winning that, he will win majority of the states in the north. And that's where the votes are. So it's about overall majority. It's no longer... Once he can meet that target of 25, minimum 25 states out of 36, I don't see how he will not get it this time. The hatred for Tinubu is unprecedented.
But there are also people that say they love him.
That's normal. But you are looking at majority of the people who are opposed to him right now, including people within his own party. I told you that the last time he won because he was able to do well courtesy of the support from the north. Now he doesn't have that support. And he doesn't have it in the south. Osun State, where he comes from, his ancestral home, rejected him last time. And I know they will reject him again today. Even if I know Demola is campaigning for him, Demola believes that.
So what Dele Momodu is saying here is that Atiku will win almost all the states from the north. And he will get 25% from the southeast, from the south-south, and also from the southwest. And that gives Atiku the clear path to victory compared to other candidates. So before I even respond to Dele Momodu, there is this other video I want us to watch of a former House rep, that is Sergius Ogun. In this interview, he did also with Sifini TV, and he explained why Peter Obi will be the one to clear the victory for the 2027 general election. So now let's watch this video, then we'll compare both parts, and then we'll know who really has the clear path of victory.
Then talking about the South-South and the Southeast. Again, let's emphasize, it is a free and fair election that's not monetized. Peter Obi any day will win the Southeast and the South-South. Any day. Yeah, maybe Dunadu can take some votes. Rotimi Amici, yeah, can take some votes. Yeah, if you say Makinde from the Southwest can take some votes. But it will not scratch the surface. Then you talk about there's no homogeneous North. Now you have the middle belt. I'm not talking about so much of the North Center, the middle belt. Those ones are not likely to vote for Atiku. You can talk about the core North. So if you take that, with the vote from the core North alone, see him through? No. Buhari had those votes. And people were even more energized then, because the same belief we have about Peter Obi was what they had about Buhari, that he's not corrupt and all that. But he could not cross the Niger. He had a handshake from Tinubu. So Atiku not having votes in the South would disadvantage him, especially the fact that even the North, he can't get enough vote from the middle belt to win. So he might be the only person standing, but how many of those votes? Now you have Kwankwaso. Can you really tell me that Kwankwaso cannot deliver even Kano or Jigawa? If he doesn't deliver those states, the minimum he will take away from there is 25%. Peter Obi on his own will take 25% of the votes in Kaduna without even Kwankwaso. So your next president is Peter Obi, whether we like it or not. He is. I can see the roadmap. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president of Nigeria today, does not have a pathway to go back to the villa unless they do otherwise.
34 governors, senators, and reps.
Then, you see, let there be free and fair election. I said this in April when we had World Press Conference. You know, serving our former members. That was in April. I said, look, these people should not truncate this democracy. And I said, we had G34 that went to see Abacha then. And they were largely people that later formed PDP, led by Solomon La and the rest of them. Say, look, we want civil rule, hand over to civilians. Organize an election, hand over to civilians. They went there, they gave him a letter. Nobody in APC today went with that group. So I'm saying, they did not fight for this democracy. Forget about what they claim other people did before. You know, I don't believe in what these things they said they did before. Because today they say they're Democrats. We can't see it. So what I said then is, before 1999, even 1999, what was their net worth? I said all this that day. What I was saying it is, you had the opportunity to get to where you are today. Don't mess it up. Because I don't think any of them had more than him, had anything close to $1 million then. I said in 1999, I know what I was doing. I had contract with 2 oil majors, IOCs, worth over $1 million. In 1999, I had a visa from China. I did not appear in the embassy. A staff of mine, who is the general manager in Total today, went to collect the passport with the visa from the CNPC, that's Chinese National Petroleum Company. The guy used to stay in Eco Hotel. Went to collect the passport with the visa stamped for me to go to China. I didn't go because we're looking for rigs. I used to hear this guy, the former Minister of Communication or Information, Lai Mohammed, say in 2014 and 2015, that Nigeria was a pariah nation. It wasn't. We had an elected government. In 1998, 1999, we could not get rigs from America or from Europe. That's how we started going to China. So I'm saying this to say, I know what I was worth then. I know what I was doing then. These people, what were they doing then? What was their net worth? So if they had the opportunity, they had the country where they can become who they are today, don't mess it up for the younger people. Most of them were in their 40s, in their 30s. Look at where they are today. So allow for free, fair, credible election so that Nigerians will not decide who they will elect. And if you do that, we will not be having this conversation today. Okay.
I beg to differ with you, but let's leave that. Give us that. So, the other candidates.
Okay. So, who is going to vote for Atiku in the South? I don't see anybody voting for Atiku.
Are you serious?
That's true.
Atiku has widespread.
2019, we were articulated, because I was on ticket with him. We were articulated, and he won. But that sentiment is gone, it has changed. The question people keep asking is, why him? He caused the trouble in PDP in the 2022 primary election.
Did he?
Yes.
How?
Because in 2019, okay, let's even go back. This is not personal. I respect the man.
Yeah.
In 2015 or 14, you remember he walked away from in Eagle Square
yes.
with some governors and all that. They went to join the APC as a new PDP.
Yes.
And then what happened? He contested the primaries with Buhari.
Yeah.
Of course, Tinubu knew what he wanted because he was planning for today. And then they edged him out. Then he came back. That same party he removed from office with his men. Came back to the PDP. They gave him the ticket in 2019. Yeah, maybe he won that election. Because what was the argument then? There's a northerner there. So no southerner can take him out. So let a northerner go. But in 2022, that changed. Because then, remember, he chose Peter Obi as his running mate. And he got a huge vote from the south. Then, in 2022, I would have thought he would take the man he believed in, that worked with him, to say, okay, fine, you run, I will be the leader of the party, I will support you. He didn't do that. Now, it was zoning, he was supposed to be favored the south, he was supposed to go to the south. He still came out, because of him, PDP refused to zone. I remember Daniel Boala then, he was in APC. See, PDP, they don't have any other person outside Atiku. Atiku will get the ticket. That was before he got the ticket, and he got the ticket. That was when the PDP wahala or crisis started. Now, he came to ADC, I'm sure you heard people mounting it, that is his party, he's the one that will get the ticket. True to type, he had gotten the ticket now. But this is again the time people are saying, just allow the South to finish their turn.
My brother, is it not unfair to say it's Atiku's party, he would always win? He squared off against two other prominent Nigerians, and they won the ticket. So are you not being, uncharitable to the man?
I wasn't the one that said that. Because by the time he was running, I had left the party. People kept telling us, yes, are you sure these people are wasting your time? They will not give Obi the ticket. It's Atiku that will get the ticket. It's his party, his major.
If you look at both of the explanation, Dele Momodu and Sergius Ogun, you see that Sergius Ogun was more elaborate. We all know that Atiku will never win the middle belt, like the Plateau. He will like Benue State. He will never win such states. Peter Obi will definitely clear the southeast. Peter Obi will clear majority of south states. The only state that I feel that Obi will not win, not because of he will not win it, because of the politics and how they will rig it, it will be the Rivers State, Port Harcourt. That is Rivers, Port Harcourt, yeah. That is the only state because of Wike and others. But I'm also happy that now that Amechi is also from Rivers and is also a vice presidential candidate to Atiku, that will make even Rivers State more interesting. So that's even a welcome development, because I know Amechi will never be able to take any vote away from Peter Obi in states like Edo State or Cross River or some state like that, or even Bayelsa, where Seraki Dixon is coming from. So you can see that South and Southeast is already locked for Peter Obi. Now let's go to Southwest. Southwest, Obi might not win Southwest flatly, but he will get above 25%. That I'm 100% sure. For example, Lagos State, which has the highest population from the Southwest, Obi will definitely get, if Obi will rightfully win Lagos State, because of how they will rig it, Obi will never get anything less than 40% from Lagos State if it were to be rigged against him. That is already a clear path for him. Abuja is also there. When we talk about the north. So, I don't know where Dele Momodu is talking from. If he's talking from his anus, or I don't even know. Or he's talking from his mouth, or he's using the same data that we all know that is available to everybody. Obi, without the help of Kwankwaso, won 12 states. Atiku won 12 states. So, now that Kwankwaso is now involved. Definitely, Kwankwaso will definitely win Kaduna State. Sorry, Kano State. Obi will get above 25% from Kaduna State because of the Sata Kaduna and the Christian in that region. The middle belt is gone for Atiku. The core north is where Atiku is banking on. And inside the core north is where Kwankwaso is coming from. Just like the Sergius Ogun said, Jigawa, Kwankwaso might be able to win Jigawa, but Obi will definitely get above 25% in most of these core northern states. So, as it seems now, Obi is the only one that has a clear path to victory. But all this are just analysis. If we don't defend our vote on election day. So I will leave you guys with that, and I will be waiting for you guys on the comment section below. Tell me, what is Dele Momodu on something that we don't know, or we want to drink what he's drinking or take what he's taking, so that we can also kind of forget what is around us. So I'll be waiting for you guys on the comment section below. Thank you very much. And before I go, please hit that subscribe button, click on the bell icon so that whenever I drop any latest update, you'll be notified. Bye bye. Adios.